Session timed out. Yeah, right. Okay, here we go. Public. Save. Okay. Okay. All right, I just tagged you. There we go. All right, I just tagged you on there. Should be able to share it now. Here. Okay. All right, and today is the 16th. Let's go. Hello, world. Thank you for tuning in. Today is May 16th, 2025. We have much to discuss with Chris the Boss.
It's your boy. What's up, motherfuckers? Communication's a must, and with long-term success, that's the route that I trust. Allow me miss and come back to hit us till we sit and think about it. We got much to discuss. Yeah, communication's a must, and with long-term success, that's the route that I trust. Allow me miss and come back to hit us till we finally try to fix it. We got much to discuss.
And we are. And we are right. Welcome to more much to discuss with Chris the Boss. This and every episode is sponsored by Flower of Life Dispensary located on 1401 East Stewart Avenue. Make sure you come through, especially if you're new. We got something for you. This week, today is the final day of the deli sale. Deli sale, all deli flour, 25% off, or buy any deli flour ounce. Get a half ounce free, same tier. Deals are not stackable. First 100 customers get a free Misfit quarter with your purchase. That's right. Come through today. The 25% off of all deli flour ends today. Buy any deli flour ounce, get a half ounce free, same tier. We also have ounces going for 800 out the door. We got on first Friday of every month, we have a barbecue from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Free food with any purchase. That's right. The first Friday of every month, we are barbecuing down at Flower of Life from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. You get free food with any purchase. You get a free quarter referral with any new customer or returning customer who hasn't been to Flower Life in 4 months or longer. That's right. You get a free quarter if you bring a new customer or if you bring a returning customer who hasn't shopped with us in over 4 months. Happy hour, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., 20% off store wide. Free pre rolls with every purchase while supplies last. New flour dropping weekly. New edibles, new topicals. RSOs for heavy pain. Cannabis soda pops. $2 pre roll Tuesdays. That's right. That's right. When you're into Taco Tuesdays, come get your pre roll on a Tuesday. Shop Flower of Life, 1401 East Stewart Avenue. Make sure you come through every day. We are back with another special guest.
Hey, okay.
This one has been standing on business as a pillar in our community, assisting with many great talents as they make way in their journeys. Um,
And they as they make way with their journeys, you've definitely been helping others, set the tone and come out right. I appreciate you helping myself, give opportunity, to display our talents and many others.
Always.
And you continue, you doing your damn thing, and we would love to see much more to come. Welcome to
Appreciate
the
you.
show, the GM of the local 432, Maya
Hey
LeGardye.
man, I appreciate you having me
How you
on.
doing? How you doing,
I'm
love?
cool and I'm cool. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Can't complain. It only slow me down.
I love it. I love it.
How's your day been coming along?
It's been cool. It's a beautiful day outside. It's been an exciting week for me, just like personally, professionally, and a lot of things that I'm doing. So we've been on one this last week.
Yeah.
We've been on one.
What's been some of the highlights recently?
Man, just launching a consultation business that I have. I actually just had my first consultation yesterday with a client of mine for a company I just started called Uptown Consultations.
Okay.
And just finalizing some things. I recently started with a radio company called Sonic Scout Radio as a host for my own show called Uptown Sounds, where we just play strictly independent artists, unsigned artists. Um, Mostly like shining the light on all of those who I already work with. So that got finalized within the last week, and I put out a
Oh,
pilot
so
episode a few days ago, and we getting ready to
congratulations.
launch June 27th. So it's been an exciting little week for me.
Congratulations.
Appreciate you.
Congratulations, Maya. That's what I'm talking about.
Appreciate
Now consultations. Oh, well,
you.
hold on. We
Yeah.
got a few shout outs in here.
Okay.
Adriana Lanice says Maya sends you love.
Shout out Adriana.
The Journey sends love. Said,
Oh,
let
that's
me borrow
great.
them glasses, Maya.
I
I,
got you.
I know that's right. Them motherfuckers. All right. Dre Hood said, what's good?
Hey,
Yeah. Adriana said, congratulations.
I appreciate you, Adriana.
Yeah.
Love y'all. Appreciate
I
y'all.
know that's right. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for tuning in. Um, Consultation.
Hmm.
What are your consulting services?
So I've been consultating on like scaling up a business and just kind of like the practical things of learning how to scale up your business. I met with a media client of mine, and he had some ideas, and we just kind of went over like some practical study tips that he can have, things to prepare for meeting with his clients and closing deals and things of that nature, and just kind of giving some advice on things that I've learned, tips and tricks of the trade that I've gotten from a lot of the business people that I've been fortunate enough to meet throughout the years. So just consulting on scaling up businesses, consulting on marketing, marketing management, and building a team and a brand. So those sorts of things.
Where did the interest for you to want to do these things and get into this type of field come from?
You know what? It kind of came out of nowhere for me. Like that was never something that I even thought. Like I never really thought that anybody really cared what I, like I just was in my own little world doing my own little thing. I never really knew like people value what I had to say in that sense. And probably in the last year and just working with other artists and also like growing up, I'm 26 now. So I've
Hey,
kind of I feel like I'm reaching like I'm turning into a grown up and
yeah,
out of that kid phase. And so like working with people who are younger than me and kind of giving advice and giving opportunities, the same things that really were given to me. And I started to realize like, oh, people really like are valuing what I have to say. Like people really reaching out to me to get advice on different things, and like I'm actually like I'm comfortable in that role to give advice. Like I want to give as much game as I can because so much game has been given to me from people that I've been in rooms that I don't even know how in the world I got in that room versus somebody else. So, like just giving that back, and especially for like communities like ours. Like my main thing is always I want to see Flint win. I feel like everybody here
yes,
can win.
that's true.
Everybody can win, and it's too much gatekeeping. It's too much trying to if you doing it then I can't do it, and I never had that ideology. And The client I actually met with yesterday, he's from Saginaw. So Saginaw, smaller city, but a community much like ours in the sense where we gotta strengthen each other. We gotta help each other. We gotta put each other on each other's backs and lift everybody up together. So that really is like at the core of it. And once I realized like, okay, I really have something that I can contribute, let me turn this into a business. I have two brands that I really run everything under. It's the Uptown Creative Studios, and then it's the Next to Last Entertainment. And for me, it was like, okay, this is an opportunity for me also to grow my business and grow, like this is I'm learning as I'm going, and I'm experiencing things that I've never experienced, and I'm teaching myself in the process too. Like I'm sitting there talking to a client and I'm like, oh, okay, this makes sense. Say it like I'm learning stuff myself going through the process. So it kind of came out of nowhere, but it feels like it was perfect timing for me to like step into that role, step into that confidence of that role. And the older I get, the more I'm like, I'm getting confident and comfortable with just me and being me and like standing on whatever it is, So yeah.
What gave you the most confidence to consult your first client?
What gave me the confidence to do it was that I saw it work for myself, and I saw like, and this is a client like we made it official, but I've actually been working with them for a little minute now. And I started to see my business scale, and I also started to see their business scale. And as we were sitting down having a conversation yesterday and just kind of seeing like the light bulbs go off. Yeah. And he was like, that makes so much sense. Like I ain't think about it like that. And just, I think a lot of times in business especially, people like to talk over your head. Yeah. But for me, I'm a very black and white person. I use examples for everything I talk about because I like I want to break it down, and I think that's the thing that was big for me once I learned like how I was explaining it.
Yeah.
Because the knowledge is out there, the information is out there. It's just how you are able to like consume it. Like, do you understand what's being said to you? And I think once I realized how I was expressing whatever it was that I was trying to express and teach and share, people around here, like people like us, understood what it was that I was trying to say to them. Yes. And they started to get it, and it started to like they were able to implement it in their businesses. And I was like, okay, that's what I haven't seen a lot of in the business landscape is like people who like we everyday people. I'm not trying to talk to you like this or like that. Like I know what I am, I know what I do, I know I can walk in any room with anybody and be comfortable, but I'm gonna talk to you the way that we talk. We where we come from. I'm not gonna, I'm gonna break business down and just make it make sense for everyday people like us. So I think once I really like understood that, and I had people telling me that, and like having like college kids come to me and asking me for advice, I was like, oh, okay, we got something here. I think I'm ready to like
what's that feeling like? Like random college students or somebody trying to make some bubble for themselves coming to you asking for advice.
It was crazy for me. Like I said, like I'm 26 now, and but I never like. It was like I almost woke up one day and it was like, okay, you're not 19 no more. You're 26. Like you a little bit of a, I go around these kids and I don't know what they talking about. I don't know what's hot in the streets. I don't know nothing about this. So I'm like, I'm getting a little old now, but it was crazy because it really showed me like,
You're not alone.
I started to learn. I'm like, okay, you're growing, and it also like I said, I didn't know that nobody really valued what I was doing, and I never really paid attention. Like I'm one of those people. I put my head down and I just do what I do. Like I'm not looking left and right to see who is paying attention or nothing like that. I just put my head down and do what I do. But like once I started to notice people like, yeah, I saw you was doing this. You part of this. Da da da. I'm like, oh, okay. Like
somebody notices.
Somebody noticed. Work. I didn't even know anyone was paying attention to this. I was just doing my thing. But when I started to get that, it was like that feeling was like, okay, like you a big girl now. Like you got big girl businesses. You do big girl
Bossing up.
things. Like bossing up.
Bossing up.
And that was a good feeling. It's a humbling feeling, and it also is something that I think I take a lot of pride in because I never want to steer anybody the wrong direction. So like I try to be very intentional in what I say, when I say it, how I say it, why I'm saying it, you know, and sometimes I have to tell them like I can't give you everything right now because you're not ready for everything.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta, you know, we gotta take it in steps. You gotta learn, you gotta grow and build that foundation. And it's like me kind of giving back I say the last like 8, 9 years of my life have been other people pouring into me and helping me build my foundation. So now it's like being in that middle ground where I'm still learning, but now I'm starting to teach as well.
Yeah.
And that's it's a very humbling experience, and it also is like I have a lot of pride in that and a lot of pride in the space that I'm able to hold with some of the youngsters out here.
That's a blessing. We definitely should take our experiences and help create an advantage for the next up.
Yeah.
For the next up. You definitely doing that. Mo Hood sends his love.
Shout out.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Appreciate y'all tuning in. How many clients you got lined up so far? Consultation.
I got lined up. So I got my one. I got actually.
And y'all been locked in, right?
We've been locked in for a minute. I got about 2 more that I'm working with. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm gonna take it slow. Like I said, I'm still learning, I'm still growing. But I'm always here. And it's one of those situations like I'm gonna give you game off the record too. Like I'm tripping on none of this, none of that.
Yeah.
Just always like I try to always be an open book to whoever. Like my lines is always open.
Yeah. I fucks with it. Now, you said you have 2 brands of businesses. It was the
Uptown Creative Studios.
Uptown Creative Studios.
Yep, and under that falls like my clothing line, Uptown Nationals Clothing Company, my consultation company. We're about to start a landscaping business, Uptown Landscaping.
Okay.
So all things kind of creative in that space, and you know, like anything to like beautify and build and grow and take from 0 to 50, then 50 to 100. That's what Uptown is about. And then my media company, Next to Last Entertainment. Under that is my film company, Next to Last Productions, and my music, my record label, Next to Last Music Group.
Okay. Which of those came first for you?
Next to Last. I've been working Next to Last.
Entertainment, the music.
Yeah, okay. The music, the film. I've been working that forever. Like I started in media. Like that was my claim to fame before anything. When I was younger, when I was a kid, I was a little rapper. I don't know why I was a rapper. I low key could probably be a rapper. I just have no desire to be a rapper. So like music was the start, the foundation.
What was your rap name?
For me. Man, I went through so many. At one point, I think the first one I had was Emmy. Don't ask me why it was Emmy. Like, I don't know what I was doing. It was LeGardye at some point. I don't know. At a certain point,
I like both of them.
I don't.
You can spend them though.
I wasn't feeling them. That was when I was like I used to do freestyles and everything. But once I got a little older, toward like my senior year of high school, 17, 18 years old, I kind of settled into production a little bit more. I like to be in my own little bubble. So I'm not one to be an artist and be out there. Like I'm cool with being behind the scenes. So once I like found music production, I fell in love with that. And that's when I landed on the name My Music. And that kind of that's where I am now. So anything music related, you always hear it coming from My Music.
Okay.
And yeah, the film and everything, I kind of found film when I was a little older, but it was such a passion of mine. Like